All right, so to run the tilter, the tipper, first of all, make sure that there's nothing in the way. Sometimes we put stuff in there. There's a lever on the side. It has 3 positions. Up is to tilt it, center is to basically park it, and down is to lower it. If you look down here, you can see there's a notched tooth piece right there. It'll lock into place after it gets to a certain height. You want to make sure that it looks like it's locked before you shut the compressor off. But anyway, just make sure that all this is clear, that everything around it is clear when you start to lift it. So we're kind of tight in here, but it should tip up fine. But it's going to come close to this gap right here. We're going to definitely make sure all this propane and hoses stuff is clear. All the air hoses are clear. All right, so then the compressor, you'll have to plug it in. I'd unplug the yellow one because the blue one is attached to the propane heater. So if you're trying to heat up the garage and you unplug that, it's going to stop. So you'd plug that in, and I'll make sure, yeah, the drain is closed. So you plug that in, and then there's just a red switch on the front here. You would turn that on, and once the compressor gets up to about 100 pounds, it will be able to start tilting that. Just leave the compressor run until it's tilted all the way up. So you're going to have to work till it's about halfway empty before it'll tilt it all the way up, but you may be able to tilt it at least partially up if you don't have it completely, if you don't have it halfway empty. And then you can turn the compressor off once you have it tilted, and if you get it empty, you'll have to turn the compressor back on to build up enough air pressure to raise the tipper just a little bit, and then switch it to the lowered position because it has to disengage from that gear over here. There's a little, you'll be able to see it better once it's raised, but there's a little piece that has to disengage itself from the tooth, and that happens when you raise it, and then you can put it back down. You can lower it, so you'll have to just raise it a little bit just to get it over that tooth, and then you put it all the way down and it'll go back down. You don't have a whole lot of room to move stuff around though, so if you empty it, you'll probably end up having to just work out of one of these other ones, because I don't know, I may be home later in the day because it looks like I have an early delivery, so I may be home early enough to come and help you move stuff around. We can put something else on the tipper if you work through all of that. All right, if you have any questions about any of that in the meantime, you can give me a call. In the morning I will be unloading mattresses, so I don't know how helpful I'll be right away from about 8 o'clock to probably 9:30. I don't know that I'll be able to even talk very much, but I can get back to you. All right, that should be it. If you have any questions, let me know.